getting adjusted to the new situation is what's called habituation. And I'll tell you a little story that exemplifies habituation nicely. When I was a kid, I was born in the mid-50s. And the mid-60s, TV was in its infancy. We had no idea where it was going to go, but at the time we thought this is just magical. And there'd be the big, you've seen them, the big boxes that would get hot, and there's a little bitty screen that you're watching. It's black and white, and the rabbit ear antennas, all that. But we stayed glued to that TV. And the shows were awful. They weren't all bad, but there were a lot of really bad shows. But just the wondrousness of TV kept us glued to it, especially kids. It's still going on today, but it had a different dynamic when I was a kid because it was all so new. And oh, you have a color TV? Everyone in the neighborhood goes over to watch the color TV, and it wasn't good color. Anyway, I digress. Our TV was the old style that had tubes in it. And if we were eating dinner and someone would hop up 15 minutes early and run and turn the TV on to let it warm up, let the tubes warm up before we would watch the TV. Well, after a while, that TV developed a whistle. And my dad would take a matchbook and wedge it behind the volume control knob. No remote control, the knobs are on the TV. Behind the volume control knob to make it stop whistling. It would stop whistling. Well, a day or two later, it would shake free and start whistling again. Mess with it again, make it stop whistling. This goes back and forth. Finally, it's starting to whistle more than it did. It's whistling more than it's not whistling. And then finally, the box, the little matchbook, wouldn't work at all. So we just started living with it. It's either watching TV with a whistle or not watching TV. And we were so enamored by the magic of TV, we didn't even notice the whistle. After a week or so, we're not noticing it. The only time I would notice it is when a friend would come over and go, "Wow, what's that sound? Ooh, what's that sound? How do you stand that? What are you talking about? What sound?" That's habituation. That's a great example. The woo especially relates directly to the tinnitus. The idea is just to accept it in your life and move ahead.